am Malith Wijewardhana. I am foundation student at NCHS. Today I am going to do a book review.
Hi, I'm Chrishan Silva, foundation student at NCHS. Today I'm going to do a book review.
Hi, I'm Gethmin Prasanjith, foundation student at NCHS. Today I'm going to do instructional text.
Hi, I am Manuka Chndarasekara. I am a student at NCHS. Today I am going to do a letter writing.
Our theme is about Sri Lanka. When we talk about Sri Lanka, we can forget about its history. I remembered when I was a child, I read historical relation of the island Ceylon. It is based on Kingdom of Kandy. Historical Relation of the Island. It's a biography book written by English trader and sailor Robert Knox in 1681. He's the main character of this story. When he was a prisoner under the second king Rajasingha, he described about his own experiences in Kingdom of Kandy. In this book, he mentions some battles between Dutch and Sinhalese. Knox closely talks about 17th century Sri Lankan economy, social life and cultural scenarios. Therefore, he had to spend 20 years as a prisoner. After that, he fortuned to back to his motherland, England, in 1680. After that, he published this book to the world. Honestly, I love this book since I was a kid. I have read this book twice because he talked lots of things about Sri Lankan history. I love to learn about Sri Lankan history, so it's a catchy thing to attract the reader. Mainly, Sri Lankan traditional clothes, food items and political environment. Also, he mentioned about that Sri Lankan economy was very fruitful with the agriculture and exchanging goods with the European. Moreover, he used his pencil to draw some illustrations about what he saw in Sri Lanka. It's another attractive thing in this book. Therefore, during the time period of reading this book was very interesting because of the curiosity. I recommend this book to all the people who love to explore Sri Lankan history.
The Village in the Jungle is a powerful novel written by Leonard Woolf and published in 1930. It is included a vivid depiction of life in a remote village in colonial Sri Lanka. In this book, main characters are Hinyami, Punchivenika and Siridu. Leonard Woolf skillfully captured and written about daily life in the village. He described in this book how people struggle to live with poverty, diseases and superstition, and the pitfalls in the jungle. He became assistant government agent in Hambantota district. He also kept a diary while he was there and write everything happened in daily. He wrote his first novel, The Village in the Jungle, after he returned from the Sri Lanka to England in 1911, and he dedicated the novel to his wife. Admittedly, I like this book since in my childhood because there was a film called Wijewardhana. It is a translation of this book, and the translator of this book is A.P. Gunaratne. Whenever I read this book, I thought about how much effort they are putting into live. Therefore, during the time period of spending time with this book was very interesting, and every second of this book giving thrill experience. I highly recommend this book to all people who love to explore about parts of the Sri Lankan village life.
When we talk about Sri Lankan foods, Kurakkang roti is an unforgettable and delicious dish. Kurakkang has high nutrition content. It is rich in calcium, iron and fiber. Kurakkang roti is a very famous and traditional food among Sri Lankan villages. Kurakkang is highly recommended to people who are suffering with diabetes and hyperlipidemia. We can make many different dishes from using Kurakkang, such as Kurakkang roti, Kurakkang porridge, Kurakkang halapa and many dishes. Just few weeks before, in my home, my mother made a very delicious dish. It was Kurakkan roti. Before that day, we had never eaten Kurakkan roti. All my family members were really appreciative. Now we see how to make Kurakkan roti. Let's see what are the ingredients we need. Kurakkan flour, plain flour, coconut, salt, oil and water. First of all, add Kurakkan flour, plain flour, coconut into the large bowl and add it enough water and mix it well. Then add some pinch of salt to it and mix it well using your hand. After that, make balls out of the dough as your desire. After the making balls, spread and flatten them on plate. And transfer it to the pan and cook it on both sides about 5 or 6 minutes well. Cook both sides well. Finally, you can serve it.
Dear Kavindu, how are you, my dear friend? I hope you are well. What are you doing these days? I started my higher education at Nawaloka Institute of Higher Education. Last year I went on a trip to Hambantota. I was very interested in going on the trip. I spent about 3 days in Hambantota. I visited small villages and I saw the beauty of the rural life of the people in those villages. There I was able to enjoy the local food. Furthermore, one of the highlights of my trip was exploring the Yale National Park, where I had the incredible opportunity to spot elephants, leopards and variety of exotic birds in their natural habitat. However, I finished the trip and returned at home. I remember you told me that you wanted to go on a trip after you come to Sri Lanka. Therefore, after you come to Sri Lanka, we will go on a trip in Hambantota again. Finally, remember all your family and wish you all the best. Your faithfully, Manuka.